Peace, love, and light, Virgo, and welcome to your general love reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you're new to tarot and you don't know how this works, it is a general reading, so everything won't resonate. Please take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. Also, keep in mind that roles are interchangeable and you should place yourself and everybody in your story where you know they belong, because only you know. Virgo, I have set the intention for Sun, Moon, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising placements. So if you have Virgo in any of those areas in your chart, there may be a message in here for you. Also, I've gone ahead and pulled the beginning spread for you. I will then clarify if I need to, find out what the actions of your person will be next, and then I will get some advice for you, okay? So, Virgo, right away, there's a lot going on here, all right? You got the Hermit, the Star, and the Empress, all major arcana. And let me tell you, you got a lot of major arcana here. I just feel like so many people are going through significant shifts in their love lives right now. And I keep mentioning this because this is the energy that's present. Twin flames, soulmates, however you want to call it, are finding their way to each other. And I just feel like there are a lot of changes, just huge transformations happening with love right now. And I feel that's the case for you. With the Hermit and the Star here, I really feel like, so this is the energy between you and your person, by the way. Actually, I did your spread a little different. This is the energy between you and your person. I did pull separately for your person and separately for you as well. And we'll get into that shortly. But right now, the energy between you and your person, I feel like somebody, it feels like somebody is going within and really trying to get answers and seeking, you know, advice, but from self, right? So introspection, trying to figure out what they want to do. And I feel like this is the case for you and your person, although I feel like somebody is more invested here than the other person, okay? And I'm getting, and also, no, I'm sorry, I was going to say something else. Yeah, the Hermit is Virgo energy, so this is you making an appearance in your reading, and this puts you in a powerful position, okay? So I feel like, Virgo, you have emotionally withdrawn, or at least you're trying to. You're trying to really be composed and protect yourself and guard yourself, and we'll find out a little more in just a second. Also, remember that, you know, you should flip the roles however you see fit, however they belong, okay? This could be your person's energy that I'm picking up here, okay, and not necessarily you. Just flip it however you want. So, you know, I feel like you've emotionally withdrawn, but to protect yourself, because I feel like there's a lot of love here and there's a desire to want to be in this connection, to want to heal this connection. I feel like you view this person as someone who you saw a future with, someone who you really care about and maybe fell in love with. And I'm getting a specific storyline here, which I don't want to get into entirely yet. So we'll get there in just a sec. But yeah, so I feel like there is a lot of love here, but I do feel like there's a lot of love coming from one side. I'm not saying that the other person doesn't have love, but I just feel like there's a sort of an imbalance here, okay? When it comes to reciprocity and the feelings, right? I mean, you know, major arcana here talk about a major shift that's happening that's not within your control. I feel like with the Hermit coming out here for you, you really are, this is changing you on an internal level, okay? This situation, this relationship, this connection is one that is not just karmic, but it has a soulmate energy to it. So yes, it's teaching you a lot, but there is a significant connection here, okay, between you and this person that just feels very different, where it felt real. And I'll explain why I say that it felt real. In your energy, you pulled the Seven of Swords, okay? And you pulled the Queen of Swords and you pulled the Five of Pentacles with the Fool in the reverse. And so I feel like, Virgo, you are feeling rejected, you're feeling left out in the cold. You are, with the Seven of Swords, feeling guarded. You are fearful and may be experiencing trust issues when it comes to your connection with this person. So I feel like that's what it is when I see the Hermit for you. I feel like you have gotten to a space where now you're like protecting yourself because you don't trust, right? I feel a sense of just like on guard, reserved is, you know, what I'm hearing. And with the Fool, this is something that started off, it could have started off very powerful. It could have felt very real. There could have been or still be a lot of love here. And a desire to build and want to be together. But I feel like right now your current energy is that you might be feeling a bit foolish, or you feel like bamboozled. You feel like, dang, you lied to me, or you know, you made me a promise and you didn't keep that promise. You went back on your word, right? So something couldn't move forward, and I feel like you believed in it, you trusted in it, and you ended up feeling bamboozled. Again, you felt like, yeah, damn, you lied to me, kind of thing. Okay, clarifying the, what did I clarify here? I was clarifying the Hermit. So clarifying the Hermit for the energy between you and your person was Judgment, the Sun, and the Devil. Okay, so I'm getting this strong energy here of somebody needing to make a decision, and I feel like there's a sense of like wanting to make a decision that is very self-serving and very self-centered. So I feel like somebody here is making decisions that are only in their own interest, right? So only worried about what they want, you know, not concerned with the other person's feelings, not concerned with what the other person wants. And I feel like one party is going through that while the other party is coming to the realization that that's how that person is, right? It's kind of like, oh wow, you really are just doing whatever it is that you want to do. For your person pulled the Eight of Cups with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and then I clarified the Eight of Cups, you know, by what your person is walking away from or towards. And what I'm getting from this energy with the Eight of Cups, I feel like your person just didn't feel like this was fulfilling. Okay, they just, for whatever reason, they decided to disconnect from this situation, this relationship emotionally. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay, this could be many things, of which one of them could be somebody who's like jealous, or just someone who doesn't feel confident, lacks confidence, and, you know, is somebody who's used to feeling seen or wants to be seen, and, you know, is not feeling seen in this connection. But the storyline that I'm getting here, okay, might not be for everybody, but what's coming through very strongly is someone here is walking away from a long-term relationship because of a third party. When I see the Queen of Swords, she's not always this, okay, but this is how I'm picking her up right now. This is a third party. This is somebody from the outside. This is another person involved. Three is a crowd. So I feel like for some of you, this person that you are with or were with is leaving behind whatever situation, whatever stability they had with you to go towards the third party. While others of you, this might be you. You might be the third party, okay? And you might be experiencing your person walking away from you because they do have a family, they do have somebody. For some of you, there might be children involved, right? The person may have somebody else who's pregnant, or maybe this person got you pregnant, and now, you know, you're feeling the loss. You're with that Five of Pentacles, you're feeling rejected because this person is leaving you. However that may be, whether it's you that's pregnant or this person that has a pregnant wife, I feel like you're feeling the loss of this connection because this person has decided to move toward that third party. With the devil here and the sun, yeah, this really tells me about, you know, the person just wanting what they want, but truth is coming, truth is being revealed, a judgment call is also being made. So I do feel like there's divine intervention here. So something comes to light, okay? The devil here, along with the Queen of Wands in reverse, makes me feel like there's some manipulation going on, right? If you are the third party, then this person is like making you promises and saying to you, I'm going to leave my girl, I'm going to leave my guy, I'm going to leave my wife or my husband or whatever it is. But just because they want what they want to get what they want their, you know, they want to have their cake and eat it too. While others of you, you know, this is them walking away from you because or lying to you, okay, with that Seven of Swords, just being dishonest in attempt to have everything, right? Like, you know, again, have your cake and eat it too kind of situation here. All right, but I do feel like you're on guard now, right? Like, even if you are in this and you're, you know, trying to figure out where this is going to go, I feel like you might be the one having hopes to heal this connection here. But I do feel like they're, you know, they're in it for their own interest, okay? What can Virgo expect next from their person? What can be expected next from Virgo's person? The Six of Swords. Yes, something just doesn't move forward. I feel like this person doesn't want to make any change. There is like they want to, there's the Six of Swords is a card of moving away from trying times, from turbulent waters, from, you know, issues and drama. You're moving away onto something peaceful. With the Six of Swords in reverse, they're standing in a pile of ants, okay? And that's how it is. Like they're in that mess still. Tell me more here about what to expect next. The Emperor. Yeah, I feel like this person is manipulative. And I feel that like this person reserves their emotions, they reserve their feelings in order to manipulate situations to their advantage. Okay, this could be somebody who, you know, maybe there's somebody who is well off, who has money and who is established, and they use that to their advantage. Okay, you know, somebody who is attractive and, you know, knows it, so to speak, like really is out there, kind of, you know, like gets a lot of attention, and they feed off of that, right? They enjoy that. They enjoy you know, being outside. With the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is immature. Okay, tell me more for what to expect, what Virgo can expect from their person. What actions is Virgo's person going to take? Yeah, the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. That feels weird. And the Seven of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. Thank you. Yeah, so I do feel like this person makes promises that they don't keep, or they don't intend to keep. Like they come in and they're very confident in, you got 666 here, by the way. They come in and they're very confident, and then it's like they drop the ball, they give up, they don't follow through with this Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's like, you know, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. And with the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this is very in and out energy, very flip-floppy, wishy-washy, right? They'll tell you, yeah, I'm gonna put in the work, I'm gonna balance this, there's gonna be reciprocity, but really it's just so that they can get your attention. It's just so that you can acknowledge them, so that you can feed their ego, okay? But the Nine of Wands here in the reverse tells me that they don't follow through with their promises. So I really don't see this person moving forward in a positive way. I do feel like with the Death card coming out at the bottom of the deck here, and the Fool card coming out upright on that on that deck, that I used that deck to clarify. This tells me that, yeah, the Fool is here coming out in the reverse, so you might be feeling foolish, and, you know, this person is moving on. It's almost like they're moving on without you, okay? With the Death cards here, it does talk about, again, transformation, change that's happening, and, you know, just it could be potentially this situation coming to an end, right? So whereas you thought that this person was going to move forward with you, this person chose to go in a different direction. Okay, clarify the Nine of Wands in the reverse here. Yeah, the Page of Swords. You're dealing with somebody who likes to watch, but doesn't really communicate. This person lacks communication skills and may be emotionally unavailable. Okay, maybe somebody who, you know, again, uses their money, right? They like fancy things. They're probably, you know, somebody who is very fancy schmancy looking. Yeah, a lot of page energy here. So you're dealing with somebody who still has a lot of growing up to do, a lot of maturing to, you know, to do. But if you haven't really been communicating with them, there is going to be incoming communication, but it's not going to be something that's deep. Like I'm seeing a lot of love here, but I feel like that love is coming from you. I feel like you are the one with this desire to nurture this connection. You are somebody who is very compassionate, empathetic, and just caring, again, and nurturing. You probably waited on this person hand and foot, and they love that, okay? So, but they did the bare minimum. All right. Maybe took you on a nice vacation or something like that, right? A stroll around the park. And, you know, so I feel like, yeah, this person may have been, again, just putting in as little as possible into this situation. So if this person does reach out, I feel like it's going to be really a basic surface level communication. So don't expect too much from this person. And also, you know, reserve your energy. Don't go chasing anybody. Remember that, you know, anything that you're chasing is eluding you, okay? So we don't chase, we attract. What advice do you have for, I'm just getting called to get the advice from this deck. Okay, we're gonna get some advice. Shuffle here. I just don't want to mess these cards up. What advice do you have for Virgo regarding this connection? What advice do you have for Virgo so that Virgo can navigate? Give me advice. Page of Wands. Upright or upright? The Star. The Star came out twice. Here's the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more for advice for Virgo, excuse me, regarding this connection. Queen of Wands upright. I'm going to pull two more. Give me two more for advice for Virgo. How to navigate the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting the sense here that, you know, what you're being asked to do right now is literally to focus on yourself, to heal and nurture yourself, to give the love that you were giving to this person to yourself, to put yourself first. I feel like this is you right here with this Six of Wands, really just nurturing yourself, and, you know, take yourself out if you haven't been out for a little while, you know, do something for yourself that's going to make you feel good, and stay in your power, because the Queen of Wands upright here for you, and with the Ace of Cups, by the way, and the Six of Wands, is like you are somebody who's very attractive, you are somebody who is charismatic, you are someone who is shining, like literally like the star. Okay, so Spirit is saying focus on yourself, remember who you are. Okay, with the Page of Wands, I feel like as well, it's kind of like, you know, if they reach out to you, you can reciprocate, but keep it to a minimal. Don't, you know, a minimum. Don't do too much. Don't do the most. You know, again, don't chase. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups, you know, which talks about grieving the loss of someone, grieving the loss of something, just feeling sad and missing someone. And, you know, you may get the urge to reach out to this person, but I would definitely take a couple deep breaths before you do that. Clarify that page. Whoa. Clarify that Page of Wands. Yeah, the moon, because things aren't as they seem, okay? There's still a lot of stuff that you don't know going on. The Seven of Cups comes out in the reverse, so I feel like there's a decision. I feel like somebody's in their head, okay, feeling confused, and it's like you got to get out of that indecision. Anything that comes in confusion is not a good thing, right? Love comes in clarity, it comes in truth. And so I feel like there's still a lot to be revealed right now. Spirit is saying to allow things to unfold, because there's a lot for you that's going to come to light still. Yeah, so again, stand in your power, Virgo, and stand 10 toes down on your boundaries, and remember to love yourself first, okay? You first, second, and third, baby. Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated with you, please drop a comment down below. Let me know how. Give your girl a like. It helps my channel. Hopefully you've already subscribed, but if you haven't, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. We like having you here. What else? If you're interested in reaching out to me and to connect with me on any capacity, have a personal reading, or follow me on my other social media platforms, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light.